My base, I've applied the MK Primer Potion. This is just a little diddy one. I am torn as to which palette I'm going to use. I think I may use the In the Buff from W7. I'm just winging this, guys. I have no idea what I'm doing. And I'm sure you have seen the review of these two palettes I have in the Buff and the Lightly Toasted. If you haven't seen the review, I'll link it down below because that should definitely be up by now. So, if you don't know, these are dupes for the Naked 1 and Naked 2 palettes, and they are absolutely beautiful. This is what the dupe for the Naked 2 looks like. Just stunning. I really love them. But if you're interested in more in-depth kind of overview of them, then I'll link that video down below. So I am going to start. I have my Zoeva 228 crease brush, which is absolutely my favourite crease brush. If you don't have this, you have to get it. I've linked these Zoeva brushes that I use down below. So I'm going to take Chocolate, which is this matte colour here, and that's kind of like a dupe for Tease from Urban Decay from the Naked 2 palette. I'm going to take that on my fluffy crease brush, and I'm going to pop that just in my crease, kind of above my crease. These eyeshadows are amazing. I mean, they really are. I do not ever go in raptures over kind of cheaper eyeshadows because I'm a bit of an eyeshadow snob, but these are gorgeous. I'm going to be using the Zoeva shader brush, which you can see is my favourite brush to pack colour on the lid with. I have so many others, but this one I always go back to, which is why it's dirty. And I'm going to take this colour, which is a dupe for Chopper from Urban Decay, this colour here, and this one is Dust. So I'm going to take that beautiful kind of reddish coffee shade, and I'm going to take that on my shader brush from Zoeva, tap it off. I'm just going to start putting that just kind of, not right in the inner corner, but you see where I mean. Just before the little dip where you tend to put your inner corner highlight, I'm just going to kind of put it just past there. Kind of blend it up into that crease colour. These go on so beautifully. I mean, I'm just astounded at how beautifully they go on, really. I mean, I really am. I wouldn't know that these were not expensive eyeshadows. Absolutely no way. The weather today is ridiculous. It's like a hurricane outside. It's absurd. So that's kind of why the light's like... Okay, now what am I going to take? I am going to take... Let me see. I think I'm going to take this colour, which is... I don't know whether I've used this yet. And this one is Thunder. Where am I? I can't even see it. There it is. This one's Thunder. It's kind of like a taupey grey. I'll take my Zoeva shader again, and I'm going to take Thunder. I love the way they've got names as well. That really pleases me. I hate it when brands just put numbers. It's just, I just don't like it. So, just going to kind of start shading that in. I love this brush. I use it for absolutely everything. I mean, you can use it for blending. You can use it for packing colour on in one place. Outer corner work. I really love it. I have so many other brushes that I could pick, but this one's just... It's just my favourite. You see, this is the interruption I'm talking about. My cat has just got down from the window and now wants to go out because the door is shut. Where was I? This eye. I don't know. Do I have any product on here? Yes, I do. I can't even remember what I've done. Anyway, yes, I do have some product on here. So, once again, working with Thunder just into the outer portion on the other eye. This is a lovely shade. I like this. Very, very nice. I like these kind of pewter shades. I think they're very flattering on blue eyes. So, I'll just work that up. We'll blend it out in a minute. I blend that out at the top with the 229 Eye Finish brush. This is also from Zoeva. Most of these brushes are because they're my favourite. So if you don't have like a nice blending brush, this one is brilliant. And Zoeva brushes are not that expensive for the quality. Well, not that expensive, but they're for the quality you get, they're superb. So I just lightly go around the edges. I kind of like it when it's kind of blown out like this at the side. Just a personal preference, really. So I just lightly go over the top. I'm going to go back in with my original crease brush and the chocolate colour, which is the one we put in the crease. And kind of just touch that up a little bit. Blend it up a little bit higher towards the brow bone. I do have a lot of... This is the thing, I have a lot of space between like my brow bone and my eyelid. And I kind of struggle sometimes with filling it with eyeshadow because I don't want to look ridiculous, but then when I go to blend it out and I look back at my eyeshadow, I'm like, yeah, you know, you could do it a little bit more, because otherwise it's just like all brow bone. It just, yeah, just that extra space just kind of looks a little bit off sometimes. still, mustn't complain. So, just like that. And I kind of want to keep this, as I said, kind of messy, kind of blown out, so I'm not too fussed about making it perfect. The next colour I'm going to take is, if I can decide, I'm going to take this colour, which is Camel. What am I doing? This one here. It's kind of shimmery, kind of bronzy gold. I like that one. And I'm going to take that. I'm going to use a different brush. I'm going to surprise everyone with a different brush. I'm going to use the Moxie double-ended eye brush, and I'm going to use the flat side. And I'm going to put this just in that little inner corner bit that I left free. Like so. And I had a horrifying feeling there that I wasn't recording. My god, the amount of times I've done that. And this is kind of similar actually to the colour we've got on the lid. It's a little bit similar, but when you turn your head you can kind of see the difference. I didn't want anything too different in there. My trick is, if you have gone kind of too low down with your eyeshadow, I just take a flat kind of concealer brush. This one I've had for years. It's the Kin E122. Use whatever you like, it doesn't matter. And because I haven't set my concealer yet, as you can see, I just kind of run it along that edge, kind of upwards, and it gets rid of any excess kind of shadow. Do you see the difference there? And I do this all the time, and it kind of does away with using tape, because I know a lot of people like to use tape to kind of make the edges of their eyes kind of cat-like. I just don't do that. I don't think it's necessary. I just take like any concealer brush and just kind of point it upwards. And you see? So you've got this side. And this side does not look the same, does it? There's the secret. There's the secret. It's just use your concealer brush and kind of keep dabbing up towards the tail of your brow, up towards your temple. And it will get rid of any of that excess eyeshadow. So that's what we've got going on so far. If my camera would focus, that'd be lovely. There we go. And then for my brow bone highlight, I'm going to take this colour which is called Buff, I believe. Yes, Buff. And this is a dead ringer for Foxy from Urban Decay, and Foxy is my favourite highlighting colour of all time. So I am going to use this little guy, which I love, but I hate the fact that they discontinued this. It was a Christmas brush set released from Kiko, the Italian brand, and it was just the best brush set ever, but they don't do it anymore. But anyway, it's just like a thick bullet brush. It doesn't matter. So I'm just going to take some of that. And this is really pigmented, this eyeshadow. First time I used it, I just used like a fluffy brush, and I'm like, Christ, what am I doing? There was eyeshadow everywhere. But I love the fact that it's kind of like a really nice kind of yellowy toned highlight. I'm going to do exactly the same thing underneath the lower lash line. I won't film that because it'll take too long. So I'm going to take, I'm not going to take Chocolate, that's the dark shade we use in the crease. So I'm going to take Dust and Thunder. So these two shades here, and a little bit of Camel. I'm going to just wash that lightly underneath the lower lash line. I may smoke it out a little bit just with the blending brush, so I'll do that and I'll be back to finish the rest of the eyes. Okay, so that's pretty much it for the eyeshadows. I love this combination, it's really nice. This palette is just unbelievable. Okay, let's stop going on about it, it's brilliant. So for my eyeliner, I was going to do a black, and then I thought, no, I can't be bothered. So I'm going to take the Zoeva Graphic Eyes pencil in Glance. And I've done a whole video on these, if I remember. I will link it down below. These are fabulous. These are some of the best eyeliners I've tried. I think they really do give Urban Decay a run for their money, and they're about £4. So you just can't complain, can you? So yes, I have been using this one a lot. I do like this one, so I'm just going to lightly, no I'm not, am I? I'm going to do it for long wing, probably, because that's always how it turns out. I'm going to go put some eyeliner on lightly. But I like this colour because it's kind of like a shimmery, well, shimmering. It's not shimmery. It's more of like a light reflecting, really nice chocolate brown, but it's not too dark. As you can see, it's not like, wow, really dark eyeliner. So that's why I like to use it with these kind of chocolatey colours. And I'm just gonna take it on the side of the pencil and wing it up like that, just to follow the line that we made with the eyeshadow. And there's another tip as well. I mean, it makes it a lot easier if you're into winging out your eyeshadow, and along with your liner, it just makes it a lot easier. It's like a guide. So that's why I do that. I'm just going to fill that in. But I do love these pencils. They are so nice. very creamy, but they set very well, so they don't budge. Oh, and my eyes watering. Oh. Okay, so that's the eyeliner on, and the eyeshadow. I quite like this look. I did wear something similar to this the other day, and I thought, oh, that's really pretty. So there we go. Without meaning to, I've recreated it. So I am now going to take my eyelash curls. These are the Amite eyelash curls. I believe I got them in a beauty box. Blink, blink, blink. I'm going to take the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and this really is the better. It's kind of the longer it's open, the better it is. I just like a dry formulation mascara, so I would recommend this mascara if you are looking to have a little bit of a splurge. Now I would say the word splurge advisedly, because I think £19 for a mascara is a splurge, because they dry out, you know. So I'd always prefer to kind of go with like a drugstore one that's half price, because they can get two. And I've never really found a mascara that I thought was amazing, but this one is very, very nice. That's about the 12th time I've hit my nail on the table. Oh, I'm going to determine to break it off. So that's the, what are we talking about? That's the mascara. It's this annoying thing with my eyelashes. I put my mascara on and then I have to go around and pinch the ends off some of the lashes because they just look ridiculous. It's like, what are you doing? So that's a bit annoying, but anyway. So for my powder, I'm going to use the Cosmetics A La Carte Silk Radiance Superfine Powder. Kind of tap that all over my face. A lot of people don't like putting powder all over their face. I do. That's just me. I'm going to take the Too Faced Endless Summer Bronzer, which I love. I think this is very, very nice. Like that. And I don't have my brush. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I'm being organised. I'm going to use the Makeup Geek angled stippling brush to apply this. Or, yeah, angled stippling brush. I really like this brush. I think it's fab. Really, really nice. And this is quite it's not a hugely pigmented bronzer, this Too Faced one, so you can kind of layer it up a little. There we go. So that's the bronzing portion done. For my blush, this is one of my favourite blushes for this time of year because it is very kind of earthy. It's kind of a really nice warm tone, and it's not a pink and it's not like a red. It's like a terracotta, sort of like a bronzer, I suppose. And it's by Rouge Bunny Rouge, and it's the original skin blush in Starina. And it looks like this. It's really lovely. And I'm going to apply that with my Zoeva 125 stippling brush, which is fab. I like stippling brushes for blushes because you don't pick up too much product. It just gives a nice kind of warm glow, and I think it really ties in with that colour we've got in the centre of the eyes. Just put a little bit of that on. Oh, who am I kidding? We'll put a lot of that on. We like a lot of blush. Like so. And then for my highlight, I'm going to take, this is actually an eyeshadow, but I think it's lovely for a highlight. I'm going to take the Natorigin single eyeshadow in something vanilla. It looks like this. And this is like an organic company that do skincare as well. But this is really beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's not too shimmery either. Not that I mind that. But I'm going to take the Moxie paddle brush to apply this. And this is kind of been my favourite way to apply highlighters lately, on a paddle brush. Kind of like the old-fashioned foundation brushes. I just kind of put it there. And then I put a bit around the top of the arch of my brow. I'm kind of like in a C shape, but not really. I'm not being too precise with it. Then I'm going to pair this with a red lip because why not, hey? And I'm going to use the W7 Butterkiss lipstick in, what is it? Bordeaux. It looks like this. And if you're looking for nice autumny shades for your lips, I did a whole video on that. I'll link it down below. Autumn lip picks. I've never used this before, so this should be interesting. Shall I use a lip liner? No, I'm not going to. Shall I? Oh wow. Holy moly. And that is the finished look. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. I hope you enjoyed this kind of talk through format. I used to do them all the time, and as I said, it's just always get interruptions, but not today. So I hope you like that. I really like the kind of combination, I like the kind of beigey pewter and the copper. I like the red lip. That red lipstick is phenomenal. Oh my god. So that's, as I said, W7 Butter Kiss in Bordeaux. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye everyone.